If you're an independent musician, Clubhouse is a dangerous place to be, and I'm going to tell you why. What's up, guys? Brandon here from KDMR Music, the channel making you a more successful musician. Now, we do that in a number of ways. I do videos every single week, sometimes about music marketing, sometimes I give you education about how the business works, and other times I just review current events, things that are happening in the industry right now in videos just like this one. So if you're interested in that type of content, definitely hit that subscribe button, then tap that bell icon so that you're notified when we post new videos. Now, over the last few weeks, I got an invite to Clubhouse. I've been popping in on a few rooms. I've been dropping knowledge, dropping gems, right? I've been doing all the things, and I've also been soaking up knowledge in other rooms. There are some really cool people on Clubhouse. Now, if you're not familiar, Clubhouse is the app that's been taking over, all of social media, right? It's been making waves all over the place. Basically, it's an invite only, iOS only app. And basically, it's like chat rooms, right? The way I like to think of it is like podcasting on steroids, but anyone can host a room. They can invite anyone into the room, and based on who your moderators are, you can be invited to join as a speaker. And so what's really cool is you have a lot of experts on Clubhouse starting rooms to talk about, different things, right? Some of the online marketers are like, hey, here's how you run Facebook ads. Some of the other people, right? There's, so-called A&Rs that are dropping knowledge. There's everyone. If you're on YouTube looking for music business advice, then you know some of the people who are on Clubhouse dropping gems. Breezy from Taste Creators, I've joined a few rooms that she's been in. Super great and great information. Dame from Music Entrepreneur Club, he's been hosting some really great rooms and having some great conversations. But there's a caveat, right? I'm almost to the point where if you're an independent musician, I will tell you to just stay off of Clubhouse entirely. And here's why. There is so much misinformation being given out on that app. Everyone in the world is putting A&R in their bio. Everyone in the world is putting artist manager in their bio. Everyone in the world is putting CEO of Music Masters LLC, right? Everyone is putting stuff like that in their bio, and they are straight up just telling lies about how the industry works. Like, just straight up lies. Like, I don't know where this information is coming from. It's almost like when you're playing telephone as a kid and you whisper something in one kid's ear, and by the time it comes around, it's like, yeah, my dad ate an elephant. And you're like, what? That's how Clubhouse is. It is some of the most ridiculous things that I've ever heard about the music industry. I've heard in some of these Clubhouse rooms. So let's talk about, recent events. Now, you guys already know my last video was about Spotify and Spotify deleting tens, even hundreds of thousands of songs from their platform because of artificial streaming numbers. So the person who's taken the most heat through all of this has been Phil from DistroKid. Now, you can assume it's because the majority of the artists that were affected were DistroKid artists, so there were a lot of people that felt like it must have been DistroKid's fault somehow. One of the rooms that I joined, people were talking, basically Phil from DistroKid was in the room, and they were just talking about there's a bunch of artists, wannabe managers, pseudo music executives who were just saying, oh, well, DistroKid must be doing things the wrong way because this, and this. At one point, we were talking about ISRC codes, which is just a number that's used to identify your song digitally, right? And it helps with the metadata, right? But anyway, we're talking about ISRC codes, and they're like, oh, because DistroKid issues the ISRC codes, that means they own your song, and that means they get all the money from it, and they just give you whatever they want you to have. And just things that were just completely not true. Everything in that sentence was not true, right? And so, but the problem is with Clubhouse, there's no moderation, right? You might have moderators in an individual room, but there's nothing that is vetting these people. There's nothing that's preventing, Joe Blow down the street from saying, hey, I'm an artist manager. I've been in the business for 10 years, right? You don't see resumes on Clubhouse. All you get is a link to somebody's IG account. And most people don't even click on that to do their research. So it's gotten to the point where I'm saying if you're an independent musician, then you should just stay far away from Clubhouse, right? Like, or, or you can just be smart and do your research about the people who are speaking. Take a look at their profile in Clubhouse. Take a look at their Instagram. Take a look at how many people are following them. Take a look at all of the other links that they're providing, right? Most people in the music industry have a track record, right? There are not very many people in the industry that have not been doing this for years. You need to be able to know that the person giving you information actually knows what they're talking about. If you click on their Instagram and the only artist they've managed is their cousin and they haven't really made any progress with that artist, you probably shouldn't be following their advice, right? Take someone like me. I'm one of the smaller, creators in this space. Even I have an audience of 15,000 subscribers. And even if my audience wasn't that big, there are almost 200 videos on this channel, right? Where you can go in, take a look, and you can sort the information out for yourself. You can see that I have a long track record of talking about these things and knowing what I'm talking about, right? And like I said, I'm one of the smaller people in this space. So just think, the people who actually have been in the industry for a while, who've actually had success with major level artists, that information is going to speak for itself. But you got to do that research. Do not jump in a Clubhouse room and just take everything that everyone in the room says for face value. That is a great way to end up spinning your wheels. That is a great way to end up blaming some third party for all of your troubles, when the reality is you didn't do the knowledge. You didn't do the education, as Kanye says. Don't be one of those artists. I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to build a sustainable career, but there are no shortcuts to that. Take a look at some of these playlists on our page. Take a look at some of the other creators that I was just telling you about. The information is there, but you got to be willing to dig for it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'll see you in another one very soon. Until then, be safe, be well, keep dreaming, and work hard to make those music business dreams your reality. Peace.